What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been probably over a year since I posted anything, but life gets in the way. The car's been down for a while. It hasn't been running. I'm not sure if some of you knew, but the car hasn't been running right for a long time now. And pretty much that was all rectified. Pretty much the issue was a clogged fuel filter, I guess from running E85. So we put in a new fuel filter. The car is running good now. So now we're on the next step of the journey of this car, and that is the handling performance. So what I did was a battery relocation. So as most of you know, the battery's in the front here on the left hand corner, just like the Toyota Supras, and I think the SEs are also here, I'm not sure. And all this weight, you got about 40 pounds overhanging the front tires. That cannot be good for handling. Anyway, for my purposes. So the weight distribution of this car right now is 54-46. Compared to the Supra and the second Gen Aristo, those weight distributions are 53-47. So what I want to do is get closer to that weight distribution. I just want this car to just handle the best that it could. That was the main reason for me doing the battery relocation. I mean, the second reason is, the battery is closer to the accessories and the electronics. That's another reason, but my main thing was that this thing handles well for a sports sedan. So the battery's missing here. Let's go check out what we got going on in the trunk. Alright, so first things first, the battery relocation kit, or the battery box. So I used a Taylor box. I got it from SK Speed in Long Island. This box is gonna lock down the battery into the trunk and protect it from any explosions, fumes, etc. Right? So first things first, I got rid of the lead acid battery and I got an AGM battery. I think this battery is just going to be safer to use. I mean, I haven't had the best of luck with AGM batteries. A lot of the times, when they die out, it's like that's it, they're just done. Especially with like Optima batteries that I've had in the past. But this is a Interstate AGM. I traded out the lead acid battery and I got this one. So hopefully this is going to do well. Alright, so the second thing is how I have everything wired. So I have on the positive section, I got a lead that has 3 positive leads coming out of it. So one lead is going to the fuel system. The other lead is going to the sound system. And I have another amp and sub that I need to put in. So I got 2 subs, this 4-channel here, 1 mono channel 1000 watt. So basically I wanted to separate those systems, and I separated them with circuit breakers. I got a 100 amp breaker here. This is just a breaker in the meanwhile, that's why it's kind of mounted like that, but I'm getting a 200 amp breaker for the sound system, and that should be sufficient enough. So I got power going here to the circuit breaker, going to a distribution block that goes to 3 fuel pumps. 1 pump is in the main tank. I got 2 pumps on this radium fuel cell here, so that's 3. And then I got the main power wire here going to the front of the car. Now I got the other side here going to another circuit breaker, going to 2 separate wires for 2 amps. Then I got ground. I got ground going here to the bottom of the fuel tank here. You gotta make sure that you expose some good metal to get a good ground. And I have another ground lead going from here through the trunk to the bottom of the car. I have that running alongside the fuel lines that's mounted underneath the car, going to another chassis ground in the front, going to an engine ground. So everything should be well grounded here, and I use some nice heavy gauge grounds, copper, so everything should be good on that part. Now let's talk about how we got this thing mounted here. You're gonna drill 2 holes into the trunk. I think they're like 3/16 for these studs here to go through. You know, you put the studs through. Make sure you're gonna use some silicone. You're gonna use some rust prevention paint to kind of make sure everything is sealed. And then, you know, you'll throw the top on, bolt it down. Everything is sealed up. It has these rubber grommets to kind of close out everything here, to kind of keep the box as sealed as possible. And then it has this breather tube here. You see that little white thing in there with this clear hose? I have this breather tube going outside of the trunk, so all the fumes will be evacuated through there. And pretty much that's about it. So I have a little wooden piece that's gonna go over this area here to make the trunk carpet nice and flat. There it is. So I'm gonna put it on just to show what that's looking like. So here's the top of the box on. I'm not gonna bolt this down. I'm gonna bolt down the piece of wood that goes over it. Alright, so bolting this the wooden board down. I can't remember what I did with this damn washer here, so I gotta find another washer. So boom, let's put it in the trunk mat now. Alright, so here it is. Trunk all put back together. Just the wires exposed for the sub. Oh, by the way, I took out the air purifier as well. That shit weighs nothing. It's not like for weight savings, but I took it out because I plan to. Oh, it's dark in here. I plan to get a strut brace going back here, so I took that out to get some space. The subwoofer sound is gonna travel through this, so I took this out also. This factory sub here, so the cabin should get the sound from the sub in the trunk, and that's it. So I just gotta add this in here. So pretty much this is gonna be the final product of the trunk. So where I have the sub here in the corner, and I just want to be able to get the sub out. Hold on, let me take it out. All right, so I just want to be able to take that sub out, reach back here. I have a breaker here, I have a breaker here, and pretty much that's it. As long as I could reach those breakers quickly, have the sub here, going it this way to get the sound up in here, then I'm pretty happy. The only thing I'm trying to get this sub from sliding around. I don't want to use Velcro on this carpet because it's a pretty rare trunk mat. That's pretty much it. This is pretty much the final product. It looks very unassuming as to what's underneath. So we got a sub in the trunk, we got a battery in the trunk. We should have some good traction back here. We should have a decent weight balance on the car. So that's it. Alright, so on the front here, I just kept it as simple as possible. So basically, these two are the positive leads that came to the positive terminal on the battery. I just cut them, stripped them, put them into this distribution block, and then I have the power wire coming from the trunk right here, snaked down through here to this end. So everything in the front gets its power from here: the fuse box, the alternator, the starter, etc. And that's it. I bolted down to one of the available 10mm bolt holes here. I also bolted this battery ground here to the chassis, and that's about it for the front. The only thing that I really want to do now is, if I could get a cover for it, that would be good. That's to be aesthetically pleasing and to kind of keep you know, water and moisture from coming over here. So pretty much that's it. So basically we're gonna have better traction in the rear and better overall weight distribution. We're now 53% front, 47% rear, which is pretty good for a performance sedan. So yeah, that's it. If you guys got any questions or comments, maybe something I should have done better or something I could still, you know, change now, you know, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. And I still got to take this car out for a drive to make sure everything is good, to see how it feels. Maybe take it on the Jackie Robinson around some turns. That way I could give you guys some feedback onto if this is a Wild Worth mod or not. So that's about it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.